What is insightful to make me healthier is the same thing that will help the mouth be healthy.
Mm.
Because I will tell you, as we get into dentistry and oral disease, that I believe, and from the research I have put together and tried to connect the dots, I believe that dysbiosis in the gut, which means a overpopulation of unhealthy bacteria in the gut. And we have 38 trillion microbes in our gut. We're only made up of 30 trillion human cells. So we're much more microbial than human. These microbial cells serve many, many purposes, but they have to be diversified, meaning there are many, many species with many, many numbers of different species. And when certain species overgrow, they can become pathogenic. They can damage the gut membrane and penetrate, called a leaky gut, into the bloodstream. Once that systemic chronic inflammation occurs, it can affect every cell in the body, certainly every organ system. And it will change the microbial community in the mouth. So we have bad bacteria in the mouth that are under control because they're in balance with a lot of other good bacteria. But once we allow the bad bacteria to overgrow, we get gum disease, we get tooth decay. And if we're eating the foods that actually cause these pathogenic bacteria to grow more, the disease progresses.
Hmm.
So when you're treating gum disease, tooth decay, you must look at the disease in the gut. So if you treat the mouth and you don't treat the gut, you'll never get a resolution complete. And if you treat the gut and not the mouth, you'll never get a resolution either, because it goes both ways at some point. You have to be cognizant of the bacterial community in the body. You don't want to kill all these bacteria because you'll kill the good ones as well as the bad ones. You want to bring the bad ones back into a state of balance so that the whole garden becomes uh, happy in and of itself. Your microbiome in your gut is as unique as your fingerprint. So what is in my gut, if it were healthy, would not necessarily be healthy in your gut. So my goal would be for a person that's in a situation like me, understand the nutrients your body needs to acquire from foods, the proper foods. Make sure you don't have toxic elements in your diet and your lifestyle doesn't support toxic elements exposure, and make sure you develop a diverse microbiome in your gut. And then other things like good sleep, good exercise, emotional stress control, these are critical too.
Hey, this is Ari. I hope you enjoyed this video. And one more thing before you go. Actually, two more things. One is if you enjoyed this particular little clip, the link to the full length podcast is in the description down below. So make sure to check that out. Also, one more thing. Let me ask you a question. What if I could show you how to double your energy levels and dramatically improve your brain function, reducing your anxiety and depression to a degree on par with antidepressant drugs, but without the side effects? Sound pretty interesting? Well, there are, in fact, numerous compounds that can do this, that have been shown to do this. And I'll take you through just a few of these very briefly. One of them is rhodiola rosea. And this has been shown in studies, rhodiola rosea extract in people with stress-related fatigue and exhaustion to cut their levels of fatigue and brain fog in half in less than a month. Just this one compound. There's another compound in my formula Energenesis called NT factor phospholipids that's been shown to help repair mitochondrial membranes and mitochondrial health to the level of healthy 29-year-olds, taking people with deteriorated mitochondria who are over the age of 65, restoring it to the level of healthy 29-year-olds. And that has been shown in numerous studies in various types of chronic fatigue, aging-associated chronic fatigue, obesity-related chronic fatigue syndrome, to increase energy levels by 30 to 45% in the span of 4 to 12 weeks, depending on the specific study. So dramatic improvements in a very, very short period of time. Two more compounds that are amazing, I highly recommend, that are in my formula, Ultra Brain, along with Rhodiola rosea. Saffron extract. This has been shown to increase levels of, improve your mood, I should say, and decrease levels of depression on par with fluoxetine, which is Prozac. And not only that, but with fewer side effects. It's much safer and much less likely to cause negative effects than antidepressant drugs are. Acetyl L-carnitine is another compound that's been shown to dramatically improve brain health in older adults. It also improve energy levels in older adults with chronic fatigue by between 40 to 50% in just the span of 2 to 4 months. And the last thing I'll mention here is acetyl L-carnitine has also been compared to antidepressant drugs and been shown, like saffron, to be as effective as antidepressant drugs in combating depression, but without the harmful side effects that so often occur with the drugs. So this is just a small sampling of the over 35 compounds that are in my formulas, Energenesis and Ultra Brain, that are all proven to dramatically improve energy levels, mitochondrial health, and brain health, and much, much more. And I highly recommend that you go check these out. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety or brain fog, if you're struggling with stress-related exhaustion and burnout, if you're struggling with chronic fatigue, go check out these formulas, give them a shot. I promise you are going to be blown away by the results. And like I said, the science has already proven that these things work. So you don't have to just take my word for it. There's lots of research to support that, and I'll even link to some of that research down below so you can verify everything that I just said for yourself. So the links to those studies will be in the description for this video down below. So check them out. Check out the formulas on theenergyblueprint.com. Again, Energenesis is the mitochondrial formula, and Ultra Brain is our brain formula. Check them out, try them out, and I think you're going to be blown away by the results. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you again soon.